The Honda NT700V has always been an interesting motorcycle. For some, it's the ultimate practical tourer, a machine built for riders who value reliability, comfort, and utility over sheer horsepower. For others, it's been seen as a middleweight alternative to Honda's bigger touring machines like the Goldwing. But now, in 2026, the NT700V makes an unexpected return, and it does so with a renewed sense of identity, blending its reputation for bulletproof dependability with modern technology, sharper styling, and a surprising edge of performance. This is not just another reintroduction of a classic Honda name. This is Honda sending a clear message: touring is for everyone, and the NT700V is here to prove it. At first glance, the 2026 NT700V looks familiar, almost like a respectful nod to the original Deauville models that earned it such a loyal following in Europe. The fairing has that unmistakable aerodynamic sweep, the windshield stands tall with adjustable positions, and the integrated panniers are still a signature part of its design. But look closer, and the updates are obvious. The lines are sharper, more angular, giving it a modern touring presence. LED headlights replace the older halogen units, creating a piercing gaze that not only improves visibility but also gives the bike a futuristic character. The bike's stance is compact yet purposeful, looking like it belongs both on open highways and in city streets. The heart of the NT700V is where Honda made some of the most significant changes. The new engine is a 750 cubic centimeters parallel twin, liquid-cooled, designed with Honda's latest efficiency technologies. It produces a respectable 75 horsepower and around 68 Nm of torque, making it smooth, responsive, and perfectly suited for touring. It won't rip your arms out like a superbike, but it provides the kind of effortless, refined thrust that touring riders appreciate. What makes this engine special, however, is Honda's focus on balancing performance with fuel economy. With an advanced fuel injection system and eco-mapping, the NT700V can easily return over 60 miles per gallon, giving it an impressive range with its mid-sized fuel tank. Long-distance riders will quickly appreciate how rarely they need to stop for fuel, and when they do, they'll appreciate how little it costs to keep the bike running. Comfort has always been the NT700V's strongest quality, and Honda has doubled down on this tradition for 2026. The riding position is upright and relaxed, with handlebars set at just the right angle to reduce fatigue on long trips. The seat has been redesigned with memory foam-like materials, providing support on both short commutes and cross-country rides. For passengers, the rear seat is equally generous, with grab rails and foot pegs positioned for all-day comfort. The adjustable windshield now offers better aerodynamics, cutting down wind buffeting significantly, which makes highway travel smooth and quiet. On top of that, Honda has fitted the bike with heated grips and optional heated seats, acknowledging the fact that touring often means riding through unpredictable weather. Technology is another area where the 2026 NT700V stands out. The bike now features a full-color TFT display, which integrates speed, revs, fuel consumption, navigation, and even smartphone connectivity through Honda's RideLink app. Riders can receive calls, music, and GPS directions directly through their helmet communication systems. ABS is standard, of course, but Honda has also added selectable traction control and riding modes: Eco, Touring, and Sport. Eco mode maximizes fuel efficiency, Touring balances comfort and performance, while Sport sharpens throttle response and tightens suspension settings for those moments when the rider wants to push a little harder. For a motorcycle that was once seen as a purely practical choice, these features elevate the NT700V into the modern touring category. One of the NT700V's defining features has always been its practicality, and Honda hasn't forgotten this. The integrated panniers are still present, but now they're larger, sleeker, and lockable with the same key as the ignition. There's enough space for a weekend's worth of luggage, making it a true do-it-all motorcycle. On top of that, there's an optional top box that expands storage even further, and cleverly designed cubby holes around the cockpit for storing smaller items like wallets, keys, or even a water bottle. Riders who commute daily will love the practicality, while touring enthusiasts will appreciate the capacity to pack everything they need for longer adventures. Handling is another area where the 2026 NT700V surprises. Despite its touring focus, the bike feels agile and manageable. Honda engineers have worked hard on weight distribution, ensuring the bike feels balanced whether it's loaded with luggage or not. The suspension is upgraded with a 41mm telescopic fork-up front and a single rear shock with preload adjustment, allowing riders to fine-tune it for solo or two-up riding. The result is a motorcycle that glides over rough roads but still holds its composure in corners. Braking is strong and predictable, with dual front discs and a single rear disc, all assisted by Honda's advanced ABS system. On the open road, the NT700V is exactly what it promises to be: smooth, steady, and dependable. At highway speeds, the bike feels planted, stable, and confident, with the aerodynamics of the fairing helping it cut through the air efficiently. The engine hums along without stress, delivering its power in a linear, predictable fashion. Riders will notice how fatigue-free the ride feels, and that is exactly what makes the NT700V so valuable in the touring market. This isn't about maximum horsepower or top speed, it's about the journey, and Honda has engineered every aspect of this machine to make that journey enjoyable. But don't be fooled into thinking this is a boring motorcycle. Switch it into sport mode, twist the throttle, and the NT700V comes alive in a way you might not expect. The engine becomes sharper, the suspension firms up, and suddenly, this practical tourer shows it can have fun on twisty back roads. It's not going to outrun a Fireblade or a CBR, but it will give you a satisfying ride with plenty of smiles per mile. This dual character, practical during the week, adventurous on the weekend, makes the 2026 NT700V an appealing choice for riders who want one bike to do it all. Honda has also placed emphasis on safety and rider assistance. The NT700V comes equipped with cornering ABS and hill start assist, helping riders manage stops and starts on steep inclines. LED lighting improves visibility, not just for the rider but also for being seen by others on the road. Honda's reputation for reliability shines through in every nut and bolt of this motorcycle. Owners know that when they buy a Honda, they're buying peace of mind, and the NT700V is no exception. It's built to last, designed to be easy to maintain, and engineered with durability in mind. And then there's the surprise. Many fans of the NT700V never thought they'd see this model return, and Honda has acknowledged this by offering a special limited edition trim, the NT700V Anniversary Edition. Finished in a stunning pearl white with subtle gold accents, this version celebrates the heritage of the Deauville lineage while showcasing Honda's modern vision. It comes with upgraded suspension, a premium audio system, and exclusive badging, making it a collector's item for enthusiasts who have followed the NT700V's journey through the decades. So, what does the 2026 Honda NT700V really represent? It represents balance. It's not trying to be the fastest, nor the most luxurious. Instead, it embodies the idea that motorcycling is about freedom, practicality, and joy. It's for riders who want a machine that can commute during the week, tour on weekends, and never let them down in between. It's a motorcycle that proves you don't need 200 horsepower or endless chrome to love the ride. What you need is reliability, comfort, efficiency, and just enough spirit to remind you why you started riding in the first place. At Zeeautoadvisor, we believe the NT700V's return is more than just a re-release. It's Honda telling riders, we haven't forgotten you. The riders who want practicality but still crave adventure. The riders who value every mile, not just the ones taken at full throttle. And in a world filled with bigger, faster, more expensive motorcycles, the NT700V is refreshingly down to earth. And here's the twist that will make you smile, the NT700V isn't just back for 2026. Honda has announced that this platform will serve as the base for a whole new family of mid-range touring machines in the coming years. So what we're seeing today is only the beginning of something bigger. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the 2026 Honda NT700V, a motorcycle reborn for the modern age, built for riders who know that sometimes, the best journeys aren't about the destination at all, but about the ride itself.